Hello, welcome to this ZOI Global production. I'm so excited in this video to spend time with you further educating on the product concentrations of the ZOI Global zeolite formulations. With me during this presentation, I have our formulator, our founder, the creator of the ZOI line of products, Dr. Nicholas Sirikos Karapanos. Welcome to the call, Dr. Nicholas. I would like to take a moment and introduce to our friends on this video your credentials, because to me, as a business owner, Dr. Nicholas, that was huge. Dr. Nicholas Sirikos Karapanos, a triple board certified PharmD, MD, and PhD, is behind, I say it oftentimes, is the mastermind behind the ZOI Global products. So I'm honored to be sitting here with you again, Dr. Nicholas, as we present more information to our friends that are doing their research and trying to understand the true breakthrough in the zeolite world that the gold standard ZOI Global products are. So let's begin to discuss the supply chain management, the raw ingredients, how Clear Drops is actually made and created. So Dr. Nicholas, take it away.
Denise, thank you very much for your kind invitation, and we'll be very glad to share with you information on how Clear Drops is made. Thank you very much for your kind words. You very well know that Clear Drops is made only at Metron Nutraceuticals, a stellar FDA registered and inspected company in Cleveland, Ohio. Thanks for the question, because regarding supply chain management, that's a very important component of the overall quality of a dietary supplement. It's always a big question mark, and it raises a big red flag if you have no idea regarding who is the formulator of a dietary supplement and who is the supplier of a dietary supplement. It's always a question mark if there are products made by no-name formulators and supplied by no-name suppliers, and then you know only the distributor. That's a big question mark. So the supplier of Clear Drops is Metron Nutraceuticals. We bring raw ingredients at Metron Nutraceuticals, purchased from United States companies. All ingredients are purchased from United States companies. And we have to follow the FDA CGMP standards, and we do. And we clear the raw ingredients that we bring at Metron Nutraceuticals. We quarantine these ingredients, we sample them, we send them to FDA registered third-party CROs, where they validate the certificate of analysis, and then and only then we are using ingredients in order to make Clear Drops. Now, the ingredients in Clear Drops is zeolite, and we make it water soluble here in Cleveland. And it is also vitamin C, and it is our preservative, potassium sorbate. Let's not forget to mention about the purified water that we are using for the production of Clear Drops. And let me start with this. We claim in the label of Clear Drops, purified water. Okay, purified water is a very well defined kind of water. It's the water that has less than 10 particles per million of total dissolved solids. And purified water comes with a number on how many ppms you have. At Metron Nutraceuticals, we have a state-of-the-art monitoring system for our purified water. We always, I repeat, always, batch after batch, create the concentrated form of Clear Drops with purified water that has less than 5 parts per million of TDS. Now, we create at Metron Nutraceuticals the concentrated form of clear drops. We create the water solution of water-soluble zeolite fragments in its concentrated form. No other company is doing this. This is done only in-house at Metron's laboratories. And there are certain characteristics that this concentrated form of water solution of water-soluble zeolite fragments has. Is not a hidden secret. All these characteristics and all these features are presented in our 2 United States patents, soon in our also 3rd United States patent, and all this information is in the public domain. The patents are available to everybody. So I will start with the particle size distribution. That's a very important component, a very important characteristic or feature of the water solution of zeolite fragments in its concentrated form. If you see our patents, we have established acceptance criteria that more than 90% of the water-soluble zeolite fragments must be in the bracket between 0.1 and 1.0 microns. And from 2015 that we started creating the concentrated form of zeolite fragments, batch after batch, all our batches fall exactly there.
Wow.
The amazing stability of this production is something that makes us very proud. We know what we do, and we presented to the FDA what we do. And we have it also presented in the public domain. It's available to anyone in our patents. There's nothing secret here. There's no secret sauce. There's no mystery. There's no hocus pocus. There's nothing magic. It's only applied science. And only at Metron Nutraceuticals, because we are the only owners of this technology. Nobody else is. I will pass to the next component of the concentrated form, which is the elemental impurities. That's what kind of heavy metals you are testing for. Now, the elemental impurities for dietary supplements must be tested according to the USP 2232. And that's only for 4 free elements: arsenic, cadmium, mercury, and lead. Now, believe it or not, and you know that, you've seen that, at Metron Nutraceuticals, we test the concentrated form of clear drops for 69 elements. To the best of our knowledge, Denise, this is unheard of in the industry of dietary supplements.
Yes.
This by far exceed the elemental impurities testing standards for pharmaceutical products. And this standard is the USP 232-233, which is for 24 elements. We test for 69 elements, the concentrated form of clear drops. To the best of our knowledge, nobody else does anything like this in the whole domain of dietary supplements, not in the domain of detox or in the domain of zeolites, but in the whole domain of dietary supplements. Last but not least, I will discuss about the microbiological testing that we conduct for the concentrated form of clear drops, which is, according to the FDA CGMP standard, the USP 61, USP 62, batch after batch. The concentrated form of water-soluble zeolite fragments that we have at clear drops is sterile. It's tested microbiologically according to the USP 61 and 62. And before we test this, we follow all the necessary steps for this test to be valid. You know, Denise, there is a requirement there. You must conduct a suitability study before even testing for microbiology testing, you have to have conducted a suitability study to show that the USP 61 and 62 is appropriate. What does that mean? That means that if there is a pathogen there, the USP 61 and 62 will catch it, and then it will be positive. So we conduct all this testing in the concentrated form as if it was the final product. Then the concentrated form will travel from Metro Nutraceuticals to an FDA registered bottling facility, the final production facility, to create the final product. And we have standards set for the final product, for clear drops. And we test it batch after batch. Regarding particle size distribution, 90%, more than 90% of the zeolite, the water-soluble zeolite fragments at clear drops also fall in the bracket of 0.1 up to 1.0 microns. To the best of our knowledge, there is no other dietary supplement in the domain of zeolites that has this consistency in testing. The final product, of course, the testing is done in third-party, independent, FDA-registered CROs that they do this for a living. So they do this every day. Let's discuss about elemental impurities. Again, this is the final product, clear drops. The FDA standard, required standard, is to test it for 4 elements: arsenic, cadmium, mercury, and lead. Having tested the concentrated form for 69 elements, Denise, we have the certainty, even before production of the final product, that the final product will be great. And of course, we don't stop there. We test the final product again, not for 4 elements, not even for 24 elements, as if it was a pharmaceutical product, according to the USP 232 and 233. But for one more time, we test for elemental impurities above the pharmaceutical standards, as we test for 29 elements. To the best of our knowledge, again, there is no other product tested to this extent. Finally, the final product is again tested microbiologically with the same standard, the USP 61 and 62, and batch after batch. It's great. So these are very key components of the overall quality of a formulation. And we have put everything available at your side, at the ZOI Global site. All the requirements, all the standards that we test for are available in our patents. It's in the public domain. Nothing is hidden. All this information is available to the public. I would be very concerned myself for a company that tries very hard to hide this information, along with who is the supplier? It's a nameless company. Why don't you put the name of the supplier out there and you keep only the name of your company, the distributor? And within the supplier, who is the formulator? I think I've told you in the past that I'm very proud that I am a formulator of dietary supplements. Anyone should be, especially for patented ones. So if you don't see the name of the supplier, and if you don't see the name of a formulator, and if you don't see information about all the components and the characteristics that constitute quality, and okay, that's a big red flag regarding the quality.
You know, Dr. Nicholas, as you sit there and you go through that, every I is dotted, every T is crossed. So as a ZOI Global customer, you can rest assured that you're buying the best that money can buy in terms of zeolite-based products. As a ZOI Global business owner, it's one step further. You can rest assured that the products that your customers receive are never going to embarrass you, and they're never going to be found in some regulatory journal or regulatory document for having failed something. You know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the concentrate is tested, not just tested, exceeds testing by multiple factor exceeds testing. You exceed dietary supplement testing extraordinarily from 4 to 69 on the heavy metals testing on the concentrate. And then on a final product that is delivered to the end consumer, instead of just barely getting by and testing for 4 or 5 or 6 or 10, 29. So exceeding pharmaceutical grade expectations, exceeding dietary supplement expectations, there's what defines the Zeolite Gold Standard. Just what you just beautifully encapsulated for the people. So, and we make those available at the ZoiGlobal.com site by simply clicking on the science link. So again, to your point, Dr. Nicholas, if you can't get that information in your hands, stop and ask questions. Why can't you? Because the science, again, everyone has a right to their own opinion, never their own science.
Correct.
So are there any closing remarks that you might want to make, Dr. Nicholas, before we close out this unbelievable video with the people?
Even though we used a lot of scientific terminology, and even though there is a misconception by many distributors out there that, well, don't overload with science, people don't understand it, we strongly disagree. People do understand it if you present it in such a way that becomes understandable. This product, Clear Drops, is a science-based product, is a product that has been tested with standards that lie in some aspects above and beyond dietary supplement standards and even pharmaceutical standards. The manufacturing standards also exceed in some aspects pharmaceutical standards. So we are confident that we are providing to your hands and from your hands to the individuals that have it available at ZOI Global, a product that is number one, safe, a product that is effective, and a product that will help people in their wellness. So we are very happy that we are doing this. We are very proud that we are doing this. We don't cut any corners and we don't hide anything. Everything in the public domain, everything available to the user, that's the way to go for the years to come in dietary supplements.
I can't agree more with you, Dr. Nicholas. After having spent 20 years in the dietary supplement industry, I truly feel like I am living a girl's best dream, because always the science was always attempted to be negated or overlooked and just rely on testimonials. Well, the expectation at ZOI Global, we rely on the science. We expect the product to work. We have just given great information why the product works. It's proven to work. We expect it to deliver. So the consumer can expect it to deliver and, quite frankly, begin to resolve problems that they may not understand. And so from that avenue, Dr. Nicholas Sarikos Karapanos, you're priceless to ZOI Global. We are very passionate about what we do. As business owners, we're not looking for everyone. We're looking for those that are willing to work with us to disseminate this information that is very highly needed, very responsibly built and done, and to get the message to the world, because I think people are waking up to the benefits of zeolites, and there's only one that can truly encapsulate the true meaning behind solving a problem. And that is the ZOI zeolites found today in Clear Drops, the detox formula. And future products, we're so excited about our sleep product that is going to, again, take advantage of your phenomenal discovery and use our zeolite as a transporter and deliver other ingredients inside the cell.
Thank you so much, Denise. We are together in this journey. We are always going to present the science. We are always going to present the facts in a public disclosure way. And ZOI Clear Drops is the real thing. It's just the beginning. Second formulation, Clear Sleep, follows, and more formulations are coming. This is the real thing from the Real Thing company, who is a supplier, to the Real Thing company, which is the distributor, and that's ZOI Global.
Thank you for your trust, Dr. Nicholas. The days ahead for ZOI Global are very bright. It's very freeing to know that at the end of the day, when we lay our head down on the pillow, we've delivered the science, we've delivered the product. You've taken care of all of the things that we at ZOI Global, we have one focus: get this message to the world.
Exactly.
So thank you, Dr. Nicholas. Thank you immensely. We appreciate you. And those of you that have taken time out of your day, feel free to go to ZoiGlobal.com, click on contact, and we will get someone in touch with you to guide you and direct you on how we may make a tremendous difference in your life with the ZOI zeolites. Thank you and take care.